All right, guys. So I watched another movie recently called Bury the Bride, which is free on Tubi, and it stars Kirsty Fox and Scout Taylor Compton, directed by Spider One, who is Rob Zombie's brother, in the band Power Man 5000. Um, this, like I said, is free on Tubi, and I'm gonna be kind of negative in this review, and I'm really kind of sad for that because I try not to like shit on movies and actors and whatever. Like, I don't want to do that because I don't really. It's not like I've ever made a movie. I've never made one. I don't know how the process works completely because I've never done it. But man, I am really sad that I didn't like this one, Bury the Bride. Um, First off, I'll say that this, like I said, this is directed by Spider One, who also directed Allegoria, which is a movie I did see last year at Panic Fest, in Kansas City, Missouri, which is a really cool festival. And I watched it last year. I was gonna see. Well, I forgot that this one was gonna be at Panic Fest, and I was not there much this year. I was there one day and saw a couple movies, but I didn't get to see this one. But like I said, last year I did see Allegoria, which was his other movie. I don't know if he's done any more, but Allegoria I thought was solid. It was an anthology movie, like based on like random horror stuff connected to these characters, which I thought was good, and it also had Scout Taylor Compton in it as well. I thought that was better than this one. This one is this one. It makes me so sad because, like I said, I don't want to be negative, but I'm going to be negative, criticize. This movie was pretty bad, and I really am just sad to say that. It is about two sisters. One of them's getting married. Like I said, Kirsty Fox or Christy Fox, however you say it, KRSY Fox, and Scout Taylor Compton. They're both sisters, and one of them's getting married, and they are in the middle of nowhere. And then these guys that they're with, part of the guy who's getting married and his friends, they are there too. And then something happens where like they're starting to get killed off, or maybe not. This movie was filmed in 7 days, and I could tell it really looks like it's weird because the movie is very, very amateurish, and I hate to say that, like I said, because I've never made a movie, but but most of the movie with these characters is just characters hating on each other, and I didn't give a shit about anybody in this movie. I thought that they all were so unlikable, and not in a way where I enjoyed them. Um, for example, I'm trying to think of a movie where I did think the opposite. Christmas, Bloody Christmas. I think it's what it's called. Um, yeah, I think that's what it's called. The one from last year that that was the Christmas horror movie on Shudder. It came out on Christmas. That one is also full of unlikable characters, but the gore in that was excellent, and I really like that one. But so that's an opposite example of this, where like it was unlikable characters, but the gore was really awesome. In this, the characters were so annoying and unlikable, and the gore was not that great. Um, like I said, it was filmed so quick, very low budget. The title card is literally just the title, no font. I mean, it's just the basic font. Um, it's so much of just these characters shitting on each other. All the whole movie, they're just hating on each other, treating each other bad. And it just bugged me. Like I didn't genuinely find anybody that I liked in the movie. And these actors, well, I guess the only one I really know is Scout Taylor Compton. I love her in a lot of stuff, but man, I just felt like her character too was just a lot of screaming, a lot of just saying, like arguing and fighting with the sister, and they were both arguing, fighting the whole movie, and it never gave me anything to care for in this movie, which is unfortunate because I'm not dissing the actors at all. It's just I didn't their characters I just did not care for at all. They were just so uninteresting. Um, in my horror groups I talked to, this has kind of been going around, and people have all been saying that they really don't like it. And like I said, I hate to like fuel the fire and say, "Oh, you shouldn't watch this because I don't like it." I think people should still watch it, some people might like it and enjoy it. I just didn't. But yeah, it's really not getting much praise from anybody, and it's really unfortunate because, like I said, I wanted to like this one. I never go into a movie wanting to hate it. But man, it was just so obviously really amateurish, and it's weird to say because I liked Allegoria. Um, just full of unlikable characters that were uninteresting. Um, just a very boring movie. It reminded me another one I watched, which was free, was on Hulu. Lantern's Lane, which was way worse than this. That one was the worst. One of the worst ones I've seen in a while. But it was another one where it's just full of just boring, nothing interesting throughout. And this one was the same. It's just not very interesting at all because his characters are so unlikable. There's gore, but there's not much. The last 10 minutes I thought were slightly interesting. It's nothing I have not seen before. Um, so like I said, if you want to see this movie, go see it. I'm not telling you to not see it because I never want to tell people to do that. Everybody should have a right to like what they like and see for yourselves. Never judge a book before you read it. So definitely see this. Like I'm not saying you shouldn't because I didn't like it, but there's stuff that people like that I don't. So it's something that I still think you should go see. So this review does not should not affect your idea. Maybe you might watch this video and go, "Oh, he's wrong." One up you and talk and say how great it was. That's cool, but like I said, that just was not for me. This one was not a good one. Like I said, I was just kind of ashamed just to say that I didn't like it because I do like these people involved. Um, so yeah, I hate being negative about these, but I mean, you gotta have criticism in movies, but it just was not entertaining. That's the bare necessity of this review. Like it was not entertaining for me personally. So, like I said, go see it. Still, I didn't like it, but some people will. Um, it was definitely I'll definitely forget it really soon. I honestly have already almost forgotten it. I watched it like 3 or 4 days ago because that was last week whenever I did get back from Panic Fest and I saw this was getting on Tubi. So yeah, I did not care for this one at all. So yeah, pretty much all I could say about Bury the Bride, and I don't want to say any spoilers. So if you watch it and go, "Oh, why didn't you talk about this basic plot point?" I didn't want to talk about it because I just wanted you to, if you wanted to see it, and you'll be spoiler free. But yeah, like I said, nothing else to say about this one. Really, not a fan, not for me. That's it, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.